Eric over here, guys.
New Gracie Jiu-Jitsu action.
What you thinking,
I was thinking about the self-defense because in the Helio Gracie curriculum and going back to like origins of Jiu-Jitsu, we were just talking about
yeah.
There's a lot of stand-up involved, like
Tons.
between the like marriage of judo and jiu-jitsu and all that stuff. But all the stand-up that we do as far as the curriculum, white to black belt, relates to everything that we do on the ground.
Yep.
So there's a really simple wrist lock that we start with, and I like it. We talk about it when people are like being just kind of like, you know, losers at the bar, trying to be tough. Some people, like in school, you probably got the person who like pushed you. Yeah, exactly. So if somebody pushes you, and then you're like, hey man, I don't want, whoa, I don't want any trouble. You know they're gonna do it again. So when he goes to push, I'm gonna lean in and catch the wrist and the elbow and go forward, and that's the tap. Okay. So I prefer to do it this way. If I lose the arm, I just enter. But you could also go 2-on-1 here, and I'm hiding my head so he can't punch with the other arm.
That's right.
Is that what you good?
Yeah. And there's all sorts of different ways to do this.
Outside in.
Outside in, you could do it this way too, right here. But like, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
It's effective.
And sometimes you can even rotate like up sometimes too. But I think I like what you were doing better. Like just coming
here.
Yeah, just you guys.
Yeah, like if you're committed and like you did on me, like if I get the angle, it's super effective.
Yep.
But if I'm on my way and he decides to pull his hand back, I just like this because now I'm the underhook.
For sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Whereas if it's this way, this is the same thing as Kali. If I go here, you pull the arm back. Sometimes I can chase it.
Oh, for sure.
But I already have my hand there. The other way, I don't know. Yeah, so you like outside hand and inside elbow?
It just depends. I mean, I've seen this way too and stuff like that too. The other one works well with that too sometimes.
They extend into your.
They extend.
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I hadn't thought about it before, but Professor Eric had come up with a really cool use for this on the ground. Like pretty much what I've been doing is when people connect to me, that's when I look for this wrist lock.
Yeah.
And I'll use my belly or my shoulder, whatever. But you did it to me in like the half mount or technical mount.
Oh, from the floor?
Yeah, to get me to give up my back.
Yeah, it's tough.
And now I've been using it on everybody.
Nice, man.
It's really
Nice. Oh, that's good.
So let's show them that real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do it from here.
So this can happen from the technical mount. This can kind of happen anywhere. Yeah. And so it's just any time I can get this across, you just have to look at like the contact point right here. Yeah. So if I'm here, right, what I don't want to do is just bring this down. I need to have 2 points. So I want to slide. I slide and see how I'll be gentle, but I want to put downward pressure and I slide it. You see how he has to go belly down. Yeah. As we always try to do all this fancy stuff.
Yeah, like I think I was going for your neck.
Yeah.
And if you go for the neck, even though you can put like without even using the hand, like you can start to attack the underhook.
Yeah.
And everybody says they're going to use their chest, right? Well, what everybody does is bridges, and you lose the elbow. And now, you're in the mount, you're nowhere near my back or anything.
So Pedro, a lot of times, he will actually start with his 2-on-1 all the time. And so if I catch this down, that's great. I always have the ability to withdraw this. But it's super simple to tap people with a lot of different things here.
Oh, yeah.
But if I come here, I put pressure and I want to pull down. Yep. You can see how that's what's like. So anytime I catch somebody's hand on the ground, I'm not going to let them get away with just putting the hand there.
Yeah, I mean, and one of the great places you were setting it up from was even the half guard.
Yep. Yeah, anytime. Anytime the hand gets across, you're in a lot of trouble. And so there's just different ways of thinking about the half guard. But like anytime that touches, I'm going to try to make you move to where you're weakening your structure instead of letting you think. And like, there's just so many good like.
Yeah, I've been using it like we do this all the time. It's kind of old school here, but you're breaking posture, and then you just try to affect the guy right here.
Oh yeah.
And some kind of reaction is going to happen. Maybe I get lucky and I get it.
But if I come this way,
if you pull it,
you got the back, everything, man.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll feel a little pressure and they'll try to like back up really hard, and then I'll come up.
Oh man, there's just so many different options. We look at like how,
and we don't ever, not ever, but we look for the wrist lock all the time. But nobody's trying to be a jerk. Wrists are really delicate. it's rare that you'll even look to like, oh, I'm going to tap this person out.
But it'll make them move.
Yeah.
Make them move.
So you got to be aware of them, but you also have to have a lot of control for your partner because it's pretty easy. If you drop all your weight on me there,
yeah,
maybe I don't have a chance to turn. You're going to snap my wrist.
Oh, for sure, man.
Quickly.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because like we get in like that technical mount situation. Like if I get you here real quick here, and a lot of times we get in this and we sit here and we're like, gosh, what can I do? What can I do? But I want to make him act. Like, see, I mean, like even here, right? I already have the ability to start tapping him right off the bat. All I have to do is find an entrance with this arm, this hand right here. See, I already got you right there. Right? So I don't want to sit here playing his game. Hey, yeah, he's gonna move. Sorry. No, you're great. That's perfect. I want to start looking like, how can I weaken? Everything's weakened. Everything's weakened in here. And so that way, you can't think about being defensive. Yeah. If I can keep you from being able to think about being defensive and just thinking about saving your own body.
Well, it's like you said a lot before. Is like you want to make everybody act like a white belt. Mm-hmm. And there's no human being alive that's not going to react the same way to that wrist pressure. That's why it's in the self-defense curriculum. Is it's just human beings, and there's only so many joints in the body. And whether I want to make another choice or not, once I feel that pressure, I'm either going or my wrist is going to break. Man,
and it's just like good stand-up should be the same exact way though. It shouldn't be like, God, you know what I mean?
I do stuff.
Pressure, you either move forward or you move backwards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you have him like, you know, coming in on you really quickly when you enter in like the Wing Chun range. You don't have a choice. You either need to get the
you put him
hell out of there as quickly as you can.
You're giving them one choice.
Yeah. You got to get out of there, or else it's not going to be good. That's about. And if you don't have, you know, I mean, you can't think about countering at that point. Realistically, like, you know, you have to just save your own butt. So it's the same thing with this. If you always have people playing from behind, it makes it a lot more interesting. A lot more interesting, man. Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
It's like the simplest stuff, but that's what's going to consistently work.
For sure.
Like we were just moving around before we shot this, and we were talking about things we've been watching on YouTube, and a lot of it, like I saw sport jiu-jitsu technique, and it's if that guy loses that position, what do you have? Yeah, nothing.
And it was funny because I was watching like Henry Akins is amazing, but I'd been to a couple of seminars of his, and I'd seen how he was talking about this is how you defend the Americana, and then we kind of went over like the way that Peter Sauer does it. And you can't defend it that way. If you do things correctly, you're still gonna get tapped, like pretty much no matter what you do. So there's never like one direct answer that's correct, but you just want to put people behind that.
Yeah. And you got to be open to change.
Yeah.
Like we talk about it all the time, but at first I remember our instructors going over the self-defense, and I was like, "Is this? I just want to be on the ground. Like, is this really important?" For sure. And then after years and more than a decade of doing it, you're like, oh, this is all the most important stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, this has changed my jiu-jitsu like night and day.
Because in that self-defense, it's just like your body, like you can compensate with like muscle sometimes or flexibility at points at times, but that's all going to go away, and you're just going to end up with a wrecked body that can't. I mean, that's like really nice guy, Enoch Wilson, man. Like, I think it's the same. He's a great guy, But it's hard, man. MMA and stuff like that wrecks your body. It wrecks your body. If you're trying to do things like long term and you're like 60s, 70s for a lifetime, it's hard, man.
Oh,
it's
dude,
hard.
You're not even going to be able to.
Yeah.
We started in our 20s.
And I'm not saying anything bad, but Enoch is an amazing guy, and he's actually an amazing fighter, too. But like that's...
we started in our 20s. I'm 41 now. And somebody's got a birthday coming up. I'm not going to say the number. We had partners who were just barely in their 30s when we started. Yeah. And they're all gone. Yep. And I think the number one reason is because they didn't follow that protocol. They just wanted to win. Yep. They weren't after the principle. They were just like, I got a cool armbar today. Yeah. I got this. And then over time, they would come in less and less. And every time, oh, I'm sore today. Oh, I got to take this up. I got to do this. Oh, I can't train for a month. I have an elbow injury. And it just compounds. And then eventually that just turns into not as frequent to not at all.
Oh, man. It's crazy, dude. And it's just like, and you think, and a lot of it is like how us as teachers approach people too. When we like think of like the community part of it first almost, people stick around.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, you got to give people an example that they can copy.
Yeah.
And we just had to take it on faith because there weren't any other black belts in the state when we were white belts.
Yeah.
And now we have all these examples, and we have blue belts in class that are better than the upper belts back in our day. I think.
Way better.
I mean,
Way
they've
better.
tapped some brown belts and black belts, and visitors and stuff like that. And not that that's an indicator, but I think they're on their way to being way more technical than we had the opportunity.
100%.
We had to learn everything the longer.
Yep.
Well, it's like Pedro said, it took Greg Nelson 14 years to get a black belt. And Professor Greg is amazing. He's an All-American wrestler. The guy is incredible, but he didn't have any other examples. It was just him and Pedro. And then I think Will Bernales was his second black belt.
Will Bernales.
Yeah, and he was 12 or 13 years.
Yeah.
Started at the same time. And those guys are beat up every day. Every day. You got to be able to train every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So standing wrist lock from the push, usually a chest push.
Yep.
And then we just showed a few examples of how to apply it to the ground. But pretty much anytime somebody touches something, if you can capitalize, whether it's your knee or your belly or your chest, you want to find a way to make this pressure.
For sure. Happen. Yeah. No, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff when you can see the similarities. And then you see the similarities between JKD and this and everything else, and it just kind of all flows together, man.
All right, super fun. Thanks for watching, Warriors. If you haven't, please hit the like and subscribe. We want to build a community. We really appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
We will be back with some more. We did Gracie Jiu-Jitsu today. I think we're getting another Kali video coming. So we rotate Kali, JKD as one program, then boxing, kickboxing, and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, which is where you're at now. I hope you guys enjoy the variety. We really think it's better for us to share everything we have, because I don't see a lot of other people doing that, than to just focus on one subject. But give us your feedback. We always welcome that. And the Warriors are out.